Hey y'all, let's get to cooking. Hey y'all, wait a minute. It was crooked. Hey y'all, welcome back to Meemaw's house. I'm in the kitchen and I'm getting my apron on because it's time for Christmas cookies. Y'all know what we like to do over here at Meemaw's house with some Christmas cookies. So today I'm going to make two different types of cookies. I'm going to make a mint chocolate chip cookie and an old school favorite, Mexican wedding cakes. So let's get ready to get to cooking and make our Christmas cookies. Here are the ingredients that we'll be using to make our Mexican wedding cakes. A cup of butter, half a cup of powdered sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, 2 1/4 cup of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3/4 cup of pecans chopped very finely, and we're going to cook that at 400 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. And you know we're going to start this recipe just like any other good old baked cookie recipe by creaming our butter and sugar. But here I'm going to not only add the butter and sugar, but I'm going to add the vanilla and the salt to make sure that all those ingredients are pulled together well. Now that those ingredients are well creamed, we're going to go ahead and add our flour and our nuts. And you see I have my nuts in my handy dandy little chopper over there to the left. That's one of those old school tools that I just never threw away. And I'm glad I didn't, because it chopped those nuts up very finely. And see, it chopped it up well. And y'all don't know nothing about that old school chopper. We don't need a whole food processor to chop up some nuts. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking and get this cookie mixed up so we can get it in the oven. Now don't panic because this batter is going to look sandy. And you know, this is kind of the same cookie as a pecan sandy, except for you put a little bit of powdered sugar on this one. So it's crumbly. It's a good shortbread cookie. We only want to mix it to here, and then we'll get it pulled together using a scoop and get it on our cookie sheet. Now we want our cookies to be about the same size so that they can bake evenly. So I'm going to scoop hopefully the same amount each time and get these cookies scooped in and get them ready to go into the oven. Now here's a close-up of what I'm doing. I'm kind of making sure that I'm mashing that into that scoop so that it can get tight, and then we can roll it up and get it on the cookie sheet. And this batter made 25 medium-sized Mexican wedding cakes. Okay, so the Mexican wedding cakes are in the oven. They have to bake at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes. They need to have just a little bit of light brownness. It doesn't have to bake all the way to a crispy crunch because it will have a crispy crunch, but we're going to get it in some powdered sugar when they're done. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and make our mint chocolate chip cookies. As I was pulling the ingredients together for the mint chocolate chip cookies, my timer went off for my Mexican wedding cake, so I'm going to pull them out of the oven and let them cool. And then we can get them all powdered sugared up and get ready to make our next cookie after I get these straight. Now I'm going to dust these with powdered sugar 2 times. I only do it 1 time on film because once you've seen it done, you already know. You probably already know before you saw it done. But I'm just going to roll it in the powdered sugar. And I'll do this twice. I'll let it cool for a little bit and then get them rolled in there and roll them again. So these Mexican wedding cakes was something that my mother made for us every year for Christmas. We loved them. And then when my sister Maxine got married, because that's the earliest wedding that I remember, when she got married, my mother made these for her wedding. Then when I got married, my sister Connie made them for my wedding. And then when my sister Stella got married, my sister Connie made some for her wedding. So it has been a tradition in our family that we have Mexican wedding cakes at all of our weddings. I'm pretty sure that Connie, Priscilla, and Gail had them at theirs too. I just don't remember them. Nevertheless, we all had them at our weddings, in addition to the wedding cakes and all of the other goodies that we always made, because we always catered our own weddings. Nonetheless, we all had these at our wedding. Okay, now that they're all done, let's go ahead and clean this up a little bit because this is very messy. But you know I have to taste it. So let me get cleaned up and then we'll do a quick taste test and move on to the next cookie. The Mexican wedding cakes are done. My taste testers don't know that I'm making these. So we're going to take these when we go to our trip to see the Nutcracker. So I'm going to surprise them. And I might bring y'all along to see the Nutcracker as well, at least for our trip, so that you can see what we're eating while we're on the road and doing what we do. So here's the Mexican wedding cake. You see them? Now that's a good shortbread cookie. I like it. I know that they will like it too. They don't do too much with nuts, but the nuts are so small. I chopped them up so fine because the cookie is small. So you chop your nuts up fine because you don't want to eat just a mouthful of nuts. So I'm going to eat the rest of this, and then we're going to make our mint chocolate chip cookies. I'll show you the ingredients right here. For our mint chocolate chip cookies, we will be using 1 2/3 cup of flour, 1/2 teaspoon of soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup of butter, a 1/2 cup light brown sugar, 1/4 cup granulated sugar, 1 egg, a 1/2 teaspoon of peppermint extract, 1 1/2 cups of mint chips, and that will include the chocolate chips as well. So I actually used a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips and a cup of mint chips. So let's make our cookie. And we'll start with our butter and our sugar, and we'll cream that together. Now that that's creamed together, let's go ahead and add our dry ingredients together. And we'll put that in this measuring cup with the flour, the 1 2/3 cup flour. I'll add my baking soda to that, my salt, and we'll get that whisked together to break up any lumps and get it all mixed well together. And of course, in a separate container, I'm going to go ahead and crack my egg before I add it into my batter. Don't nobody want no shells in their batter. We'll add our mint extract, and then we'll go ahead and whip all this together. We just had some Oreo cookies with the mint and filling inside, and Noah fell in love with those. So he asked me if I could make these mint chocolate chip cookies. Between him and Ari, the two of them came up with the idea to ask me about this particular cookie. So I went online and found a recipe, and so that's how we got this mint chocolate chip cookie on our menu for our Christmas cookies. And so I'm anxious to know how it's going to turn out. So let's go ahead. The batter is done. Let's go ahead and get it all set up and ready to go into the oven.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strains. Gloria.
Now I'm going to just scoop these out of the bowl onto the cookie sheet, and then I will take my time and roll them out, because a cookie always turns out so much neater if you take the time to roll it instead of just scooping it and letting it be. Roll it into a nice circle, and then you can pat it down just a little bit, and it will come out into a nice even cookie.
Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why your joyous strains prolong? What the gladsome tidings be, which inspire your hapless song? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Now that I'm looking back at this, and I thought at the time that I could just sprinkle these sprinkles on there, but I probably should have pressed them in a bowl and then just covered the cookie. I don't know what I was thinking. But the cookies are ready to go into the oven, and let's take them to a 350-degree oven, and we'll bake it for 9 to 11 minutes. I actually baked them for 9 minutes, and I'm going to let them sit on the cookie sheet for a minute or two, and they came out perfectly.
See him in the mango lake, whom the choirs of angels praise. Mary, Joseph, lend your aid, while our hearts in love we raise. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Now that's a pretty little plate of cookies. The girls are going to love it when they find out they have some cookies to eat. Okay, y'all, so me and Noah are here with a cookie. See our cookies? This is the mint chocolate chip cookie, and Noah is my taste tester today. Because remember, the girls don't know. Ooh, it's got a nice bend.
Hey,
Taste it. What does it taste like?
it tastes good.
You like it? Tell the people. He likes it, y'all. So, I'm going to taste a little piece. I ain't got no business eating all these cookies, but y'all know how I do. Got a nice crunch,
Uh-huh.
but it's nice and soft on the inside. And that mint.
Oh, wow.
That mint is doing it, y'all.
It tastes like a candy cane.
Okay. See? It's very good. I want you to give this recipe a try. If you like mint chocolate chips, mint and chocolate, this is a good cookie. So, Noah's going to finish eating his. I'm going to finish eating mine. And we'll see you in the next video, which will be another cookie. And like I said, look out for me and the girls going to the Nutcracker. Y'all be blessed. Bye. Tell the people bye. Thank y'all so much for watching. We had such a good time making these cookies, and I hope it brought you some Christmas cheer. Y'all be blessed. Bye.